And welcome back, everyone. I am Unstable, joined here by Lurlian for this set here. We are going to have game 2 of King Kong versus Pong Pong. And I only just realized now, I'm surprised I haven't gotten slipped up by that during this. But it's Cloud Kingdom for game number 2. Pong Pong currently up 1-0 in this set. Let's get into it and have a look to see how this ends out. We have, of course, King Kong down here at the bottom left as our red Zerg. And we have Pong Pong Prime up here at the top right as our pink Zerg. Now, Pong Pong played an extremely solid game in that last one. He took out the third, he went back and forth, he decided not to go for those infestors, and what we thought would be a very frustrating thing for him to have happen. But he really pulled it together then for a while, which is really interesting. And King Kong played such a good series against Yu-Gi-Oh! It's weird to see him fall like that.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shame. I would have expected a closer series as well, but looks like Bong Bong has his ZVZ figured out. A big deal. Let's see if that the second game is going to be as good as the first one. We've seen a lot of relatively long ZVZs today, Unstable, which is kind of confirming the trend that we've been seeing in ZVZ, in GSL and other major tournaments, that the ZVZ matchup is getting longer and longer and also more interesting because it doesn't end always at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, absolutely. So, looking at the openings here, we got Gas first into pool for Pong Pong. And just over pull here for King Kong, so that's very interesting. It is going to allow Pong Pong to get that that link speed out and Banelings a lot quicker. We did see in the last game, though, he decided to go, and even versus Jackji, he opts for that round of 20 lings just after the openers to really solidify something for him. And it seems just to be his little trend things that have happened, and it's been working out well for him so far.
It definitely has. Bong Bong looking very strong so far in this tournament, in this series. Today, we should say, he's been looking very, very strong. He's going to be finishing up his spool right now. Will start his speed immediately, and of course the hatchery for King Kong is going to be a little bit earlier, but really it doesn't matter that much in ZVZ. Just, you know, if you get your hatchery like 1 minute later or 1.5 minutes later, you're gonna have earlier queens, you're gonna have more drones. It's not the biggest difference in the world, but of course you will have more larvae to work with an early hatchery. Of course, an early hatchery always better, but it's not like we're gonna see King Kong pull really far ahead because his hatchery was started a minute before Bong Bong's.
Yeah, exactly. We do, of course, see link speed. And halfway done, this will give Pong Pong quite a bit of an advantage if he does want to actually engage early. However, King Kong's already got 4 lings out on the field. It shouldn't be that big of an issue for him. He's already got his own gas, just about enough for his own link speed as well. There it goes. And we've already got 1 queen on the way that's about to pop out here. So I think we're going to see another long ZVZ, to be honest here, Lurian. Both of these guys seem to have their early and mid games figured out quite well. And it's very interesting because the metagame for ZVZ has shifted so much from the quick back and forth into really decisive game-ending moves because of control mistakes, and then they've kind of shifted away. Well, not shifted away, but they've compensated for that with their build orders and how they play, so that it's not as razor thin in case you make one instant mistake, but it's still there. We do see, of course, Pong Pong here with that link speed getting into the base and out. Let's have a quick look at his vision. Did get in there and see everything in the main base, so that's quite nice for him. Banelingness going down for King Kong now as well. He might want to put some pressure on with this, but I don't think he can really afford to do so. He doesn't have the link count at the moment. He's even going to lose 3 more links to this here as well. But actually, right now, Pong Pong can actually take down that hatchery if he wants to. There's only 2 queens. He can just sit on the other side of the hatchery if he wants, or is he going to go straight for these queens? Bit of an indecisiveness there from Pong Pong. He needs to make up his mind what he wants to do. Probably
yeah, he does. He did have a big advantage, you know, not having his opponent not having speed yet. He could have targeted down the hatchery from the back, or he could have at least gotten one of those queens before the reinforcements for King Kong were about to pop out. But now the reinforcements have arrived. Speed has finished for King Kong as well. His queen, oh, nice micro there by King Kong, pulling his queen back, keeping it alive, and that was a good defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Now he's going to be able to go on the offensive here. There is no Banelingness done for Pong Pong just yet. He's got 14 lings on the way, so we will be able to drive this back. And as we've seen in pretty much all the ZVZs today, it's slight advantage, losing it, and back and forth, back and forth. There's 2 queens here down at the bottom, and King Kong is going to be forced to back off.
That's really the story ZVZ, you know, today, you know, back and forth, like ahead in drones, behind in drones, ahead in drones, behind in drones, ahead in drones, behind in drones. Just as the attacks go forward and backward across the map, the one, oh my god, holy Baneling connection. King Kong getting a huge hit there on all the Zerglings of his opponent, and he's going to be losing a lot of drones here. Boom Boom is going to be forced to run away here, already losing 1, 2, 3 drones, and will end up losing a 4th and maybe the 5th. No, the 5th drone is going to stay alive, so that was a very cost-effective attack there for King Kong. A bit of a miss micro by Boom Boom there.
Yeah, and I think I was a split second too late to actually catch that action, as I thought I saw something down here at the natural for King Kong, so I apologize for that. But now we have Pong Pong moving out across the map, and we do see a Roach Warren, Spike Roll, and Evo Chamber. It looks like he's going to try and wall this off with that one Queen to stop this coming through. Nice choice here by King Kong, but his Queen actually doesn't have that much health, and it looks like Punk's going to make it through. Oh my god, he's going to save the Queen! Oh no, barely doesn't save it. And now we have Pong Pong coming up into the main, sees the lair timing, sees the extra gas up in the main as well. That is huge for him. Looking back here at Pong Pong, he doesn't actually have any lair on the way just yet. What's the worker count at? 39 to 39 because a round of drones just came out here for Pong Pong. But that lair so much quicker is going to be huge for King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong's actually looking quite good in this game. As his drone round now finishes up, we can see that King Kong is ahead by about 8 workers, realistically, as both players start their new round of production. So, 8 workers ahead, he's got an earlier lair, and he does have a bit of an upgraded then. Actually, no. Boom Boom. What? The lair's already finished up for King Kong, excuse me. I was like, yeah. What? There's no lair on the production tab?
Oh! That's this is my turn to see the Baneling connection, not yours this time, as the extra Zerglings were taken out by Pong Pong down at the natural, which is really nice for him. He's now going to be able to secure his map control as well, as there's actually no Zerglings on the field at all here for King Kong. He's got 2 Queens and 1 Baneling, and that's it. Thank God he actually walled this off, because he's going a little bit greedy here with all the extra tech. He's got Burrow, Roach Speed, +1 Roaches. He's got also an Infestation Pit, so he's trying to cut some corners here. And it looks like, oh, King Kong's actually going to stop this hatchery going down for Pong Pong over here as well as the 3rd. Just with this changeling. There we go.
Gets the 3rd down. The Overseer, of course, sees this, so King Kong knows exactly what he is up against, and he will be taking his 3rd at about the same time. So we look at the production tab, we see most things are equal, but everything is just a little bit ahead for King Kong, because he had more drones, he just had better engagements, he killed a few workers of his opponent, and the most important thing to notice is the timing of the infestation pit for King Kong is so much earlier. He already had pathogen glands on the way, whereas Boom Boom, he doesn't even have his infestation pit on the way yet.
No, he doesn't, so King Kong playing a very solid game so far. He's got Roaches coming with speed, of course, over here to this 3rd. Looking here, there are enough Roaches for and Banelings and a Queen to defend this for Pong Pong, but he's going to be given away the fact that the 3rd is there, and it is going to be up slightly earlier than King Kong's, but as you were saying, the infestation pit is so much quicker, it's not really going to matter.
No, it's not. He's even though his expansion is going to be like 10 seconds earlier, that's not going to make him even. This Queen might go down to the Roaches here. Oh, lucky Queen, 22 HP, does not want to sacrifice any Roaches for that. King Kong once again showing that he's playing a very safe style. He could have easily sacrificed like 1 or 2 Roaches to kill that Queen off. He was like, nah, I'll play it safe, I'll keep them alive, I'll make them move back home. I've got my Infestors coming out in just a second, as we can see from the production tab. 3 of them are now hitting the field, and King Kong is going to be in a really good position defensively here.
Oh yeah, right. Because he doesn't have a high ground vision. Oh yes, he does. He's got 1 Overlord there. The pink versus red, as we were saying just as the game loaded, is going to be frustrating for us. But Infestors are now out. Pong Pong can't actually move up that ramp at all. So we're actually looking. Looks like he hasn't actually started to mine from that 3rd base yet. King Kong's got his gas already on the way, and as we've been saying time and time again, like a broken record, gas is what matters at this point in the game. And with Pong Pong trying to move up here into the natural, but there's just King Kong's just so good on his defensive posture here. It's actually quite amazing. But oh, actually, he's moved out of the wrong position at the wrong moment, and we got all these Roaches coming in, Banelings as well. He's got nice Fungals coming down on both of these. Will he target down the hatchery, or will he target down the Roaches? He looks like he's actually going to get a really bad engagement off here. King Kong coming out extremely ahead, and oh, another Fungal has actually come down. He's going to lose all of these Roaches here, Lillian. At the same time, he's coming into the natural as well, and he's going to lose all these Roaches as well, because a nice Fungal here by King Kong. He's actually borrowed as well. Oh my god, he just took a commanding lead.
That was one of the weirdest attacks I've seen so far in like ZVZ, high-level ZVZ. Why did he decide to attack into the third base there? I mean, the double-pronged attack with the roaches into the natural was a nice idea, but there was a spine crawler. There were already roaches in position there, and Boom Boom just, he botched that so much. He's so far behind right now. The supply is 152 for King Kong, and he's even supply blocked right now. He's making 6 overlords, so as soon as those 6 overlords finish up, he's going to be able to skyrocket even further ahead in supply. And Boom Boom, he's going to have to survive the next few minutes somehow.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult. He's going to have to get some amazing engagements off. We do see a Hydralisk Den on the way for Pong Pong, but unless I am being crazy, I already saw... No, I didn't. Never mind, I'm just being crazy. I thought I saw a Hydra Den for King Kong as well, but obviously not. Lots of spine crawls up at this third is exactly what Pong Pong needs to do, because he realizes he's behind. He's 50 supply down. There's a Hydra Den now for King Kong.
Finally the Hydra Den coming out for him. Boom Boom does have a good position here on top of the ramp to defend. Oh, that is an amazing fungal there.
Oh, but he's losing 2. Oh, he's actually going to lose 2 infestors there, almost 3. And he can borrow those just to regen their energy. And it's a really frustrating thing to have happen if you make such good fungals, but then you can't actually kill the roaches while it's there. It's just meaningless, and you've just wasted energy for no reason. It looks like King Kong is just realizes how far ahead he is, playing safe. We've got Hydra upgrades coming in for both players. More spine crawlers going down here for Pong Pong. At the same time, we got changelings coming out here for both players. But it really comes down to this infestor count. 9 infestors for King Kong, 4 for Pong Pong. And things just looking better and better for King Kong as this game goes through. He looks like he's in a very good position to tie up this series here, literally.
Yeah, it definitely is with that 4th base and his economic lead that he's got going. But we have to commend Boom Boom, man. He was down by like, what, 50, 60 supply after that weird roach attack. And now he's been able to get back into this a little bit, of course. King Kong is maxed and has a bit of a bank. And Boom Boom is getting close to max himself, at, currently at 160 supply. He is not out of this yet, but it's definitely going to be a very uphill battle, especially taking a 4th and securing it, keeping it alive. Can be very, very tough for Boom Boom there, as King Kong is now maxed out. He's got 12 Hydralisks about to pop out, and he's maxed out, so he might as well go and attack. Or maybe he's gonna invest into more upgrades, into an hive. There's a lot of things that King Kong could do with his money right now. Let's see where he chooses to invest it in.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's just going to play very safe. He doesn't want to give up an advantage that he already has by being a little bit overconfident. We do see Pong Pong trying to mix in some more drones here. He's actually 89 drones to 73 of King Kong's, but that's just really going to hurt him even more because of this work account. And look at King Kong's. See, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Look at King Kong's bank here, literally. And that's what matters right now.
It's big, and he's now going for a hive as well, getting in another evolution chamber. He's already dropping spine crawlers at a lot of places because he can afford to. He wants to keep his 4th base safe, dropping 4 spines in that location, and he's also getting his upgrades, and so is Boom Boom. Both players now completely maxed out, but of course the bank a lot better for King Kong, and the base count also better for King Kong, and of course he has hive on the way, so he will be able to start 3-3 upgrades earlier. He will be able to go into ultras or brutalists faster than his opponent. But are we even gonna get there? King Kong's gonna be pushing in there, dropping a lot of infested Terrans. Nothing but infested Terrans, and a few good fungals go down. Man, this is a pretty good engagement, I feel, for King Kong, but Boom Boom completely staying maxed out as well. He's had a pretty good concave. There's still a lot of infestors with energy in the back for Boom Boom, but King Kong, he looks to be pushing through. His Hydras are doing amazing DPS. The roaches melt, and King Kong, of course, completely staying maxed out. He still has a lot of roaches left alive. A few infestors on top of the ramp. They burrow, so they stay alive. And King Kong, he doesn't even want to kill the 4th base. He's going in for the kill. He's going in towards that 3rd base. Drops even more infested Terrans. And Boom Boom, man, he is on the ropes. He's trying to produce as many roaches as he can, but I don't think it's quite going to be enough.
No, it's not. King Kong's also remaxed already, 50 supply up. Drones being pulled as well, but there's just too much stuff here for King Kong. Reinforcements being rallied all the way across the map. You can just see them coming through, and it looks like this is going to be the end for King Kong going to tie it up. There's the GG. King Kong ties the series up. Let's see in our next game who moves on to the round of 32 and who goes into the final match to play against the winner of Jack G and Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll be right back with our next game in a couple of minutes.